Once upon a sunny morning, five best friends Rina, Salim, Adam, Kareem, and Layla decided their day needed a splash of adventure. Their destination, a mysterious, abandoned garden rumored to exist on the outskirts of town. A place whispered about in stories, but never truly explored. They pushed through overgrown bushes and tangled vines until they found it, a magnificent old iron gate covered in strange, swirling symbols they had never seen before. It looked like something straight out of a fairy tale. Rina, her eyes wide with excitement, turned to the others. So she whispered, a grin spreading across her face, "Do we go in?" Salim, ever the thrill seeker, punched the air. "The adventure starts now," he declared. With a collective push, the heavy gate creaked open, inviting them into a world unknown. The moment they stepped inside, the air shifted. It felt different, charged with a quiet magic. Suddenly, a tiny voice squeaked from the shadows, "Beware of the shadows!" They all spun around, searching for the source of the voice. And there he was, sitting on a mossy stone, a fluffy white rabbit wearing a tiny, tilted top hat. The rabbit blinked his big, curious eyes at them. "Greetings," he said, adjusting his hat. "I'm Beibo, the guardian of this garden. It's astonishing. You're the very first visitors to step foot here in 100 years. The five friends stared, completely stunned, a talking rabbit in a top hat. This was better than any story they'd ever read. Beibo explained that the garden held a deep secret, one that had been lost to time. Intrigued and excited, the children immediately agreed to help him uncover the mystery. This wasn't just an adventure anymore, it was a quest. Their first challenge lay just ahead. Beibo led them through a grove of shimmering trees to the bank of a small, swirling river, but this was no ordinary river. Its water flowed in a mesmerizing rainbow of colors: deep blues, vibrant greens, and sparkling golds. As they approached, a deep, rumbling voice seemed to rise from the water itself. "You shall not cross," the river declared, "unless you can answer my riddle." The riddle was clever, a puzzle of words that made them all scratch their heads. They huddled together, whispering ideas back and forth. Salim guessed, then Rina, but the river remained still. Then Adam's eyes lit up. He had been quiet, piecing the clues together in his mind. He stepped forward and confidently spoke the answer. A moment of silence hung in the air, and then a brilliant bridge of pure, solid light materialized, spanning the colorful water. Kareem threw his hands up in the air. "Wow! This is the best adventure of my life!" he shouted, his voice echoing with joy as they carefully stepped onto the magical bridge. As they crossed the glowing bridge and set foot on the other side, a sudden, powerful roar echoed through the trees. They froze. A huge, magnificent lion with a golden mane stepped out from behind a giant oak tree, blocking their path. For a second, fear gripped them, but Beibo the rabbit hopped forward calmly. "Don't be afraid," he reassured them. "This is Leo, the guardian of the forest within the garden." Leo wasn't menacing at all. He approached them slowly, his gaze gentle and wise. "You have crossed the river of riddles," he said, his voice a soft, deep rumble. "This proves you are true friends of the garden." A wave of relief washed over the children. They all smiled and thanked the great lion for his protection. It felt like they had passed a very important test. With Leo walking beside them, they continued deeper into the garden. They entered a clearing that took their breath away. It was a vast meadow filled with flowers that glowed with an inner light, casting a soft, ethereal radiance all around. And the trees weren't just trees. They swayed and whispered to each other, their leaves rustling with soft, gentle voices. It was a symphony of light and sound. Layla, who had been quiet for a while, completely mesmerized, spun around with a look of pure wonder. "I've never," she breathed, "seen anything so beautiful in my entire life." The talking trees rustled their leaves in agreement, and the glowing flowers seemed to pulse a little brighter, welcoming their new friends. The heart of the magical garden was finally revealing its secrets. Thank you so much for joining us on this magical journey. If you loved this adventure as much as we did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss what happens next in the Enchanted Garden. We'll see you in the next story. Bye for now.